Few symbols in the world are as recognizable as the American flag. With its bold red and white stripes and its field of shining stars, the flag of the United States has become one of the most powerful national symbols in history. It appears on government buildings, schools, military bases, and homes across the country. It has been raised during moments of triumph and lowered during moments of national mourning. But behind this famous symbol lies a story that stretches back more than 2 centuries. Every stripe, every star, and every color on the American flag represents a piece of the nation's history. To truly understand the meaning of the American flag, we must go back to the very beginning of the United States. In the late 1700s, the 13 American colonies were engaged in a struggle that would change the course of history. For years, tensions had been growing between the colonies and Great Britain. The colonies were frustrated with British control and taxation, and many believed it was time for a new nation to emerge. When the American Revolution began in 1775, the colonies needed more than just soldiers and weapons. They needed a symbol, something that could unite them in their fight for independence. At first, different flags were used by colonial forces, but there was no single national flag that represented the new nation. That would soon change. On June 14, 1777, the Continental Congress passed a resolution that would create the first official American flag. The resolution was surprisingly simple. It stated that the flag of the United States would have 13 stripes, alternating red and white, representing the 13 original colonies. It would also feature 13 stars on a blue field. These stars represented a new constellation, symbolizing a new nation taking its place among the countries of the world. This design would become the foundation for the flag that Americans recognize today. As the United States began to grow, the flag evolved along with it. New states were joining the Union, and each state needed representation on the flag. The solution was simple but powerful. Each time a new state joined the United States, a new star would be added to the flag. The number of stripes, however, would remain the same. There would always be 13 stripes, honoring the 13 original colonies that founded the nation. Over time, the number of stars continued to increase, from 13 to 15 to 20, and eventually to 50. Today, the American flag contains 50 stars representing the 50 states of the United States. But the design of the American flag is more than just stars and stripes. The colors themselves also carry symbolic meaning. Red represents bravery and sacrifice. White represents purity and innocence. Blue represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Together, these colors reflect the ideals that helped shape the United States: freedom, courage, and the pursuit of a better future. Throughout American history, the flag has appeared in some of the nation's most important moments. One of the most famous occurred during the War of 1812. In 1814, British forces launched an attack on Fort McHenry in Baltimore. For hours, the fort was bombarded by British warships. As the battle continued through the night, an American lawyer named Francis Scott Key watched from a nearby ship. When the smoke cleared the next morning, something incredible appeared in the sky above the fort. The American flag was still flying. Inspired by this powerful sight, Francis Scott Key wrote a poem that would later become the national anthem of the United States, the Star-Spangled Banner. Over the next 2 centuries, the American flag would become one of the most recognized symbols in the world. It has been carried by soldiers during times of war. It has been planted on the surface of the moon by American astronauts. It has appeared during moments of celebration, remembrance, and national pride. For many Americans, the flag represents more than just a country. It represents the sacrifices made by generations who fought to defend the nation's ideals. Today, the American flag continues to hold deep meaning for millions of people. It reminds citizens of the country's long and complicated history. It represents the struggles that helped build the nation and the hopes that continue to guide its future. From small-town homes to massive national monuments, the flag is displayed across the country every single day. It flies above schools, government buildings, military bases, and quiet neighborhoods, a constant reminder of the nation's identity and the principles it was founded upon. For many Americans, the moment they see the flag waving in the wind carries a powerful emotional meaning. It represents generations of sacrifice, determination, and the enduring belief in freedom that continues to shape the story of the United States. More than 200 years after its creation, the Stars and Stripes remain one of the most powerful symbols of freedom in the world. A simple design of stars and stripes that tells the story of an entire nation. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share with your friends and family. See you next time.